We're always doing this. We sit there talking, forget it's actually time to go live.
Ain't that something? Well, we not live yet. I'm not on the YouTube.
Yeah, it popped up.
Did it pop up? Oh,
Yeah.
here we go. Yeah, okay. Got a commercial.
Hey, look, it's
See,
Shift
it's
Kicker,
alive. They're
the
not
one
supposed to
and
be doing
only
this on
Wait
robot
a
live.
that
minute.
will kick
Wait a
your
minute.
butt.
Okay, Shift Kicker come
I
in.
have come here
Wow,
to
bot
chew
Now
bubblegum
Lisa.
real
and kick
fast.
ass.
Holy moly's.
Now Lisa Anderson came in.
And I'm all out of bubblegum.
It,
I don't know who that third one is.
it's probably Vineyard Chicks.
You mean to wish me a good
Oh,
morning?
okay.
It is a good morning.
Was it
and I
was it lower?
That last one was. It was so low, I really couldn't hear.
Yeah, they
But
picked a very. It was a Lord of the Rings, but it's really low, and it's already bumped up by 140. So
really,
yeah, Vineyard Chicks might need to get me a new sound clip.
now Shift Kicker and Lisa Anderson, when they come on, you can hear them coming on at the other end of the house.
And I dropped theirs down by 20.
Really?
Yeah.
Darn. Oh.
Yeah. I had my doctor call today about the sleep test thing I
Good.
did. And doctor looked at it all and he says, none of these are, he said, the most you slept was an hour, went to sleep for 15 minutes and got back up. And yeah, that's normal. And we can't do a sleep test that way. It has to be 4 hours. And I'm like, I don't sleep 4 hours. I've never been able to sit there unless I stay up for a week, which I might have to do that, stay up for a week and then do the test. That way I sleep for 4 hours.
I think the most I sleep in a night on a regular night, maybe about 3 hours, give or take.
Yeah.
I don't sleep that much.
Sleep more.
That's during the day.
Sleep more.
Hey, wife said I sleep more. So I can't tell.
My new logo, it's for Christmas.
Yeah, I've seen that one. I kind of like that.
I was going to do a doomsday Santa.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, but I changed my mind. I just put a hat on myself and put a couple reefs, changed the colors.
Shit, the reef I got is not green. It's red and blue and orange. And it's been on the front door ever since 2 Christmases ago. I've not took it down yet. Well, we're going to use that door.
I was sitting there thinking about it today. I'm set up. I'm really surprised that we celebrate Christmas. Because you know how it is when you go somewhere and you say Merry Christmas. Well, we don't say Merry Christmas. We say Happy Holidays.
Don't tell me that.
And that's how where it's gone. It's inappropriate to say Merry Christmas now.
Well,
because there are so many other holidays this time of the year that now if I know that you're Jewish and you celebrate Hanukkah, I'll say Happy Hanukkah to you, even though I'm not Jewish. But I would just say if you said Merry Christmas to me, I wouldn't get upset. I'm like, oh, thank you, Merry Christmas to you.
Well, I'm going to open the door up a little bit. If you tell me not to say Merry Christmas, I'm going to Merry Christmas the shit out of you to begin with. I mean, look, I respect your religion or whatever, but at the
Mhm.
same point, you're on American soil too. Why can't you say Merry Christmas? You know, I
Yeah.
mean, don't get upset if I don't say Happy Hanukkah. It's not that I'm disrespecting you.
Hmm.
By all means, I'm not.
Yeah.
But you come to America, and I'm going to assume legally, you know, get used to it.
Well,
So,
that's the thing. We're supposed to have freedom of religion, and to me,
bullshit.
Christmas is a religious day. I mean, it's if you're under 12, 14 years old, then it means something different
Yeah,
until you realize what it is. And that's again if parents teach their kids that what
okay,
Christmas is. It's not, oh, I get a gift and that's what it is.
okay,
Teach them the real Christmas.
yeah. I mean, like the wife said, teach them the real meaning of Christmas.
Yeah.
But you just said something that kind of put a spark in me. Religious, freedom of religion. Okay, why is it you can go to a school and not see no Christian flags, no American flags, no Jewish flags hanging up, but yet you see Satan flags hanging up everywhere? Dude,
No, I don't know about that. I know they have American flag because it's always out front.
Yeah.
well, that's out front. I'm talking about hanging up. For example, in a cafeteria where everybody's going to go and see it. Okay. Now, I'm going by hearsay. I have not stepped in a school since I was in the ninth grade. Okay. And I've not really paid no attention. And you've got people saying that they've got, what's another way to say that damn word? Say, Satan flags or whatever, you know, all
I,
over the school, symbols and whatever. But yet,
oh,
if
the
you're
like
caught,
the
yeah,
all seeing eye or whatever it is and stuff.
yeah. But if you're caught putting up something Christian or Jewish or something like that, you get wrote up for it. But yet they don't.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, that ain't right. So, and they say that you are innocent until proven guilty. That's another bullshit lie.
Yeah.
You are
Well, that's
guilty.
what it says in the books, but it's not.
Right. It's no damn wonder people are not as happy about Christmas nowadays as they used to be.
Yeah, that's what I
And it
said.
seems,
I'm surprised that it hasn't been canceled. I'll put it that way.
I know years ago they was trying to cancel it.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
some people get very upset about different things. Uh, like a lot of people decorate with the tree and stuff like that, and some people get really upset and saying it has nothing to do with Christmas or anything like that.
well, depending on what religion that you come from or you was raised up. I told one person, he was telling me he was a Seventh Day Adventist. No, he wasn't either. What is that he is? Where they go door to door on bicycles.
Mormons or
Yeah, Mormon. Mormon.
Goonies or not Goonies.
I mean, the guy's good. I got
What are they
respect for the
called?
guy. but I don't believe in his religion. Okay, I'll talk to him. And he was trying to tell me, which he may well be right, about Easter. His church don't do Easter. They don't do Christmas because it's all pagan symbols. Well, I flat out told him, I said, you can call it whatever.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
Moonies, that's what it is. Moonies, that's what I was trying to, not Goonies.
Well, might as well say it.
Yeah, that's out west though. I haven't seen Moonies out here in the east. It's probably too cold for them.
But to me, it's how you was raised up, how you're taught to believe. As long as you believe in the same Jesus and the same God, what's the difference? Get mad off.
That's the thing.
Yeah, I know.
I have my beliefs and you have your beliefs, and I'm all for whatever you want to believe in yourself. That's fine, but don't get mad at me, or don't try to force me to think your way.
Is the right way.
Just be happy that you have the right to believe what you want to believe, and don't force it on somebody else. And that is anything that you want to talk about, basically, because I may not believe in two of the same chromosomes, I'll put it that way, get married. Go ahead. That's all up to you. That's not what I wanted to, I believe in, but you can do what you want to do.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna say, "Oh, you're evil," or no, just do your thing and don't force it on me to do it.
Well, now, me and Roy talked today. Now, when I say we talked, it's a couple hours when we talked. And that right there got brought up. You know, come on. We've been knowing one another since we were 4 years old. And here we are, 61 now. Okay. Never have I ever 100% agreed with him, nor has he 100% agreed with me. We have had our differences. You know, he would tell me how he believes, and I tell him how I believe, and we go to hell on. We still friends. Just, you know, like that. And I think people need to be more like that than to be like, well, if you don't believe the way I want you to believe, we just can't be friends. I'm like this. Bye.
Yeah, look at these. I don't really want to call it a protest, because it's more of, look at me, I'm getting attention and stuff like that, and I'll scream and holler up so everybody sees me screaming. There'll be people talking to them, and just like we are here talking, and then they'll go and scream and holler and make a big scene out of it, and like, I'm just asking you a question.
Well,
in that,
the main reason I think they holler is because they don't want you to start talking and overrun them, because they may start thinking, hey, he's right.
Yeah, I think it's mainly all got to have attention, and anytime now that you bring something up, there's 50 people ready to shoot you down, even though they have no experience in it or anything.
Really? Oh, I want to take this time to thank all the mods up in here. Y'all mods do excellent work. And I know this is Bushcraft's channel, but y'all do good work. So thank you, Lisa. Hello, Bobby. I gotta say hey to Bushy Bot, even though
Bushy bot.
even though he can be an ass at times. Oh,
Well, he's just a messenger.
is that what it is?
Yeah, can't shoot the messenger.
Boy, it's a good thing we don't live back in Roman times.
Yeah, I would hate to be that guy that sent was sent a message to tell the person like we're not doing what you say.
But yeah,
It's like here's your message.
yeah, and 90%
Off with
of
his
the
head.
biggest part of the time, the messenger never came back breathing.
Yeah. Well, we didn't get our message back, so it didn't go over well. It's about the way it goes.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Look at our leaders now, what they do to their messengers. And I'm leaving it alone at that. Y'all,
Stay out of trouble.
me stay out of trouble, really?
Yeah.
Y'all come to your own conclusion on that. But I don't know. They say that this time of the year is really bad on people. You know, I don't want to come straight out and say it, but
Oh yeah, there's I mean, like I said, even though this time of the year, November and December is, other than the other holidays, this is probably the worst feeling for me. Even and it's been almost 20 years now, and just when it starts getting this time of the year,
yes, like Bobby.
yeah, I start thinking and I start remembering things, and it gets really hard.
Yeah,
You know, a lot of people don't understand it, but my wife was killed by a drunk driver, and my wife was going out Christmas shopping for the kids, and that's even worse for me for Christmas time, because every time I think about Christmas, it brings that up.
Mhm.
And it was real hard on the kids. A lot of them were really young, so they say it's better, which you can't really say it's better if they're younger or older or whatever. It's still that thing.
well, now I'm going on the third year of losing my father and 2 years of losing my mother.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you are right. You know, come Christmas time, you sit there and you think the wife. You know, she lost her mama. What? Quite a few years back.
98, March 28, 1998.
Yeah, in 98. And if, I mean, if your parents are still kicking, please go
Love
see
'em,
them.
no matter what.
Oh yeah.
Even if you got one living.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go see
because
them.
and that's the same way. My dad died, and he was. I'll be the first one to say he would be the first one to say he was a horrible dad. But I knew he still loved me, and he was taken out by a drunk driver too.
Mm.
And that's why I always told my kids they should know better. As much as a that type of thing has happened. Never, even if you 1-2 beers or drinks or whatever, never get behind the wheel, because
Right.
you're not just taking your own life at risk. You can ruin somebody else's family, a whole family of people, and you know how it feels. You wouldn't want to do that to somebody else. And a lot of times people don't think about that. They think, oh, I'd be fine. And then next thing you know, you ruined
Hey,
somebody's
look, it's Shift
Christmas
Kicker,
or
the one and only
some
robot that
holidays
will
or
kick your
birthdays and
butt.
stuff like that.
Well, see, I know how mom and daddy lived. And I think that's the only reason I've not really lost it, because I know where they are. And they ain't got to put up with Biden's bullshit and nobody else's. They in a happy place, plain simple.
Yeah.
So, it.
Yeah. And the thing that gets me is, oh, it's been 5 years. You should be over it by now, and you should be happy you're still here and whatnot. And some people, you never get over that kind of stuff.
Mm-mm.
No, and there's grieving process for different people.
Yeah.
One may not do it the same way another one does.
Mm-hmm.
I am glad that my parents was who they were. I don't think
Yeah.
I could have been happier. And both of my parents tried to raise me the right way. I don't fault them at all. But
Yeah. And I get that a lot because, like I said, my dad wasn't the best, and I understand why. Because when I was 2.5 years old, my mom was killed by a serial killer in Dallas, Texas,
Mm.
and it wrecked my dad. He never got over it. He turned to drinking to get over the hurt, and I understand. Because if I didn't have kids or anything, that's probably what I would have done. But I had kids to raise and to make sure they turned out all right.
Mm-hmm.
And he, like I said, he even says it he did say it himself that he was a awful father, and he had no excuses, because before that he never drank or anything like that. And then loss does things to people that wouldn't normally, you would never see.
Well, now, when my youngest was small, me and Daddy was sitting out up underneath the tree drinking tea. And we got talking a little bit about this and that. And he asked me, he said, "Does it hurt your heart when you have to whip your youngins?" I sat there and I thought. I said, "No, because I warn them twice. If they do it the third time, I'll pull them up and bust their tail." I mean, to me, that is a way of teaching.
Yeah.
I'm talking about popping. I ain't talking
Oh,
about.
I know what you mean.
But
Yeah.
there's going to be some people that don't. you know.
Yeah.
And do you know, until my grandyoungest come along, I had no idea what my daddy was talking about. Now, when I pop one of my grandyoungins, yeah, it hurts me. You know.
Oh, it should. I mean, that's a difference. I mean, if you did it in anger or something else, then that would be bad.
My daddy told me, and I listened to him on this, which, don't get me wrong, I didn't listen to him that much, but he told me, he said, when you whoop a youngin', you calm down. Never whoop one while you're mad.
Oh, yeah.
And I believe in that. Because the chances are, if you're mad while you whooping a youngin', it's going to turn into something a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know? So, now, my son, I think the last time I whooped him, he was about 3 years old. Then I started putting him in timeout. Then when that rolled around, it wasn't doing no good. I started grounding him. I don't give a crap what I done to him. It didn't faze him one bit.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter, all I had to do,
kid.
Now with my daughter, all I had to do was raise my voice, and she would be screaming bloody murder. You know, it
Take the phone away from her. She was screaming.
But you know what works for one may not work for the other.
Yeah.
But if you still got parents or a brother or sister,
Leave them, get home, go up and hug them.
yeah, give them a hug.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what's a couple of seconds? And if they don't like hugs, that's a good way to get back at them. You know, but still, you know.
Yeah. The way the way things have progressed from back in our days, because I remember doing something bad and having to get a switch off a tree out somewhere to nowadays.
That's me.
If you got a willow tree, do not use one of them. Don't go get one. Them things will wrap around you 2 or 3 times.
And if you break it before you get to the house, you get a bigger one.
Is it me, or is it like the government don't want a family to survive together? Because the reason I asked that question is when I was coming up, when I got out of school, one of my parents is always there, you know, and both of them, they worked. Okay. Now it's like the parent goes to sleep the kids go to sleep by themselves. They wake themselves up, take a bath, get dressed, and go to school by themselves. Parents are not there no more.
Yeah.
I think, to me, that's what's wrong with our society now.
Well, I remember back in the day, I never had that role model or somebody tell me to stay in school and whatnot, because I tried when I was real young to do good in school and whatnot, and then anytime I would start, we'd end up moving away to another town. I'd have to start all over again, and then pretty soon I was like what was the point? Because we're just going to move again. So then I got to where I was like, oh, I want to make money. So I figured out ways where I could make money. Like, when I was in Vegas, I'm the one who invented standing on the corner selling newspapers and stuff. Only I would get a quarter. I would go in the casinos until I found a quarter. And then I would go to the paper machine and take out all the papers and then go to the corner and resell them. That was my whole day. Was I'd have a routine of doing this. And I turned out pretty good. A lot of times they'd give me $1 and I'd give them a newspaper and they'd keep change.
Well, coming up, I had a bicycle and I also had a newspaper route. Myself. To sit there and roll in papers every day. And that was back then. And if it was raining, you had to slip them in these here little bags.
So we get wet.
Yeah. I mean, I'd done that for 2 or 3 years. But the point of the matter is, for a kid to sit there that long and do that, from the time they drop the papers off till you come back home, that's what, a couple of hours.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And to us, that we were making money. Okay. Summertime. What's this app you can get to get money from people? I can't think of it now. The way I used to make money during the summertime, I'd go get about 1.5 gallons, 2 gallon can of gas and push the lawnmower up and down the block there, and I'd mow yards.
Yeah.
That's how I made money.
I mowed grass with a actual push mower, the one where the blades spin. You didn't have gas, you just pushed it.
Yeah. I've done that. I hate them things back then. It took so long.
Oh, if you got that thing
Daddy,
sharp.
he always, yeah. And as you're sharpening it, make sure your file don't slip. Or you go just how sharp it is. But I mean, come on. How many youngins today do you see pushing the lawnmower? Do you see riding a bicycle?
I was going to say, you don't even see them riding bicycles anymore.
No, you don't. And where I'm living at now, a couple of years ago, I was coming home from work and I saw a boy and a girl playing in a creek bed, muddy from head to toe. I stopped the car in the middle of the road, went up and shook the man's hand and told him, thank you for letting the youngins be youngins. You don't see that. You really don't.
No. Kids don't know how to ride bicycles, but they know how to use them little foot scooter thingies, whatever they call them.
Yeah. Sure, what are you talking about? They can't even tell time on an analog clock no more.
Oh, I know.
And if you was to take the calculators away from youngins today, right, they couldn't add or subtract.
I'll tell you how much
you mean their cell phones?
Yeah. I mean, come on, shit. I remember when Texas Instruments first come out with a calculator on the watch. Mine got taken away in school.
Oh,
they
yeah.
told me I could have it back at the end of the year.
Yeah.
It was fingers and toes is what we had to use to count on back then.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we're going to sit here and we're going to make jokes about it. But half the people don't know what state Kansas is in. And you know where I'm coming from on that one. But it just grab your young, hug them, be a parent. Don't be their friend, be a parent. You know, because in the long run, they'll end up respecting you for it.
Error, no joke found. Oh, that's interesting.
Know what?
No joke found.
Oh, what the hell was that one? Oh, does
Poor Bushy Bot. He
I'm
has no
thinking.
jokes no more.
I heard a joke, and I can't remember which one it was. The only one I can remember is what's the difference between a G spot and a golf ball. A man will actually look for a golf ball. Huh. Now I'll probably get tar and feather, bare truth.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody knows this weekend is when the big storm's coming.
Who, Santa Claus?
No, the storm.
Oh, I know what it is.
Yeah.
It ain't really a storm. It's Santa Claus done give his reindeer a whole bunch of crackers, and they got to let it go somehow. Okay, Chef Kicker. I thought about that after I said it. I apologize.
Yeah, the power company sent me a little thing today saying what everybody should have and all that fun stuff have on for their no power when the power goes out and stuff like that. So I figured I would go over the items. One of the top things on there, as you can imagine, is water. 1 gallon per person per day for at least 3 days.
So for me, that would be a 5-gallon jug.
And food, at least 3 day supply of non-perishable food, battery powered or a hand crank radio that gives you warning and that type of thing for the weather and stuff.
Weather alert.
Flashlight and extra batteries, first aid kit, whistle to signal for help, a dust mask to help filter out contaminated air, and plastic sheeting and duct tape to shelter in place. This is from the power company.
Well,
Okay.
at least your power company sends you a list. My power company says good luck.
The next one is moist towelettes, garbage bags, and plastic ties for personal sanitation. Wrench and pliers to turn off utilities. Can opener for food, in which they should have said this, a can opener, the manual one, not electric one.
And try not to break it.
And local maps. And this is, like I said, this is electric company telling you this. And this is extra items to consider. Prescription medication and glasses, which
shit.
I think this should be in your main kit. Infant formula and diapers. You don't need that if you don't have an infant. Pet food and extra water for your pets. Information, family documents, copies of insurance policies, identification, bank records, all in a waterproof container.
Ziploc bag.
Cash, that little paper stuff that has presidents on it.
Shit.
Sleeping bag or warm blankets for each person. Complete change of clothing, including long sleeve, long pants, and sturdy shoes. Consider additional clothing for cold weather.
Yeah.
Fire extinguisher, matches in a waterproof container, feminine hygiene and personal hygiene items, kitchen accessories, utensils, paper and pencil, books, games, puzzles, and other activities for kids.
Now, I like what Sassy Cat posted. She don't own no cash. Everything you have said, except for the fire extinguisher, and it was one other thing I have. I got the other thing, the wrench to turn your water off. All I do is go out to the well house and turn it off there. That's it. I got firewood. That'd probably last maybe a week.
Should last longer than that.
Not if it drops down to 14 degrees at nighttime. I'm gonna be chunking that damn wood in there.
Yeah, and these are supplies for your vehicle. Flashlight and battery, maps, first aid kit, and manual. A white distress flag, tire repair kit, jumper cables, a pump, and flares. Bottled water and non-perishable food, seasonal supplies like for winter, blankets, hat, mittens, shovels, sand for your tire chains, windshield scraper, fluorescent distress flag for summertime, sunscreen, shade items, umbrella, wide brim hat, etc. And this is from the power company sent this.
Let me say something real quick. Also, stock up on Tylenol and stock up on children's medicine, because there is a whole bunch of stores that is not getting Tylenol or medicine for children right now.
That's anybody.
Well, it's worse now than it was about a month ago.
This is what I already put in my report for shortages, because usually I only try to do the food stuff, but I thought it needed to be said because a lot of people can't get anything at all. It's all gone. All antibiotics are non-existent. Like when I was on my antibiotics, I tried to get it at the Walgreens and stuff. Everybody was out, so I had to go back to the hospital and get the prescription filled at the hospital. And the only reason I got it filled is because it was emergency.
Mm.
Either that or they were going to put me back in the hospital and give it to me there in an IV.
Little old prepper, I'm all for going to the store and getting coffee beans and a percolator if it come right down to it. And you can take a coffee filter, put it in a percolator, and take regular coffee and put it in there. That keeps grounds from getting mixed up. I've done
Or
it.
just get a French press. Don't have to worry about any of that stuff.
Well, coffee beans, really, they don't have to be ground. They just got to be cracked, and put in there. So, Daddy told me when he was coming up, some of the coffee he used to drink, acorn coffee and some other stuff.
Yeah.
And what was one of them? Chicory?
Coffee. Yeah, standing line.
But he also told me chicory coffee. He said that's the worst tasting coffee you'll ever taste. So,
yeah, it looks like Chuck Norris isn't doing jokes anymore, so I'll have to get rid of that.
really?
Yeah.
Well, now. Me and the wife, all the years that we've been together, we've gone through quite a few power outages, but I've also had the means to know how to cook on a fire. Well, I'm sure she does too, And what was it? About 30 some years ago, we had that bad storm. And matter of fact, it was right at Christmas, a little after Christmas. Power went out all over the place. I'm standing on the porch drinking a hot cup of coffee. The guy across the road comes over with his coffee cup.
Where'd you get that coffee from?
But, I mean, hey, go buy you a percolator. If you don't use it but once or twice a year, or once or twice every 3 years, trust me, you're going to be glad you got it down the road somewhere. Yeah.
And I don't drink coffee anymore, but I have freeze dried coffee stored because it won't go bad. It will eventually, but not for, I think it's 20 years.
Really?
Yeah. Regular coffee will go bad in 2 to 3 months.
Well, answer this right here. I ground up a whole bunch of coffee beans, and I put them in where it sucked all the air out of it. Mm-hmm. Would they still go bad like that?
Yep, because they have oil in them.
All right, then I'm going to have to get rid of what I got.
Yep, the oil in the beans will make it go rancid.
Oh, vineyard chicks. They being funny tonight.
That's it.
I will tell you, that is a good one. I like that. Perk you later. May not perk it now, but you can perk you later. Yeah. I give you that. And thank you for putting it all in caps so I could see it. As I'm getting old, my eyesight's getting bad. Yeah, wife tells me, it ain't your eyesight that's going bad, it's your hearing. I say, huh?
No, my eyes ain't getting bad. It's just that they're making they're making everything fine print.
Fine print.
Finer printing. Yeah.
Yeah. Or they use very bad color combinations where it doesn't mesh in together.
Yeah, like gray on white. Lisa Anderson, I have not mentioned no blonde jokes. Thank you. she's already hollering, tar and feather me.
Oh, Lord.
I think what it is, I think she wants to hear a blonde joke.
Yeah, sassy cat. That's a myth that you shouldn't do. You shouldn't put coffee in the freezer
Why not?
because the oils, when you freeze the oil and then when you go to take it out, it doesn't make it last any longer.
Okay. Oh, also,
That's
if
that's
you
like the myth putting batteries in the freezer will bring them back to life and stuff. Cold and batteries don't mix anyway, so
that's
yeah.
why so many car batteries died during the winter.
Yeah.
But I will tell you this: if you've got a ADC coffee maker, put you a little bit of salt in there. It'll
What's
take that rough taste out.
What's a ADC?
Automatic drip coffee.
Oh,
Come on now, me and you around the same age. You don't know what an ADC is?
I just call it drip.
Drip makers.
Yeah, I don't abbreviate things. Makes it so
Well,
confusing. As my kids will ask me, what is? They'll give me 3 letters and think I know what the 3 letters stand for. I'm like, I
okay.
don't know. You have to give me something to reference it with. And
Okay, Lisa.
I'll come up with a bunch of different things. And no. Now, where did you see it? And then they tell me where they see it. Now, oh, that's what that makes sense then.
But yeah, put you a little bit of salt in there. I ain't saying put so much in there it's white, but it'll take that bitterness taste out.
Well, most bitterness comes from the coffee.
That's what I'm talking about. Put you a little bit of salt on top of the coffee after you put it in there.
Restaurants used to use salt in that coffee.
Yeah.
That pour salt, a little bit of salt in there. They
Take
take the
it.
bitter taste out.
See, I was educated once more.
You change your coffee if it's too bitter for you.
And even in tea at the restaurant.
Some of the best tasting coffee that I've tasted in the last couple of years. The name of it is Wake the Hell Up Coffee. Man, no, seriously, what did I do with it? Yeah, I mean, it's good, but you put I didn't read it. What was it? 1 teaspoon for every 3 ounces of water.
3 ounces of water.
Yeah, that will knock the that will knock the socks off of your feet.
Why 3 ounces of water though?
Hang on. It's supposed to be real strong.
Yeah, but 3 ounces. Who has 3 ounce cups?
Hold on, let me
Unless
go
it's
to you.
little espressos. Is it espresso?
Hold on.
They go get this.
I mean, normally it's like 8 ounces is a
Still talking.
a small coffee cup.
They're talking to me.
Oh,
That's just this chat.
wait a minute. Hold on. Here we go.
Yeah, but
Sure.
3 ounces at a time.
Wait a minute. Now I may be wrong with that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Directions. Will you please quit? I'm trying to read here. Use 6 ounces of. I was wrong.
That's better. That's like a small coffee cup. I mean,
Okay, of water to 2
you
heaping
can't see it.
tablespoons. Look,
This is a 10 ounce cup for a 10 ounce
you
cup
expect
of
me to
coffee.
read these directions with you interrupting me? Okay, once again, use 6 ounces of water to 2 heaping tablespoons of coffee.
Tablespoons.
That's what it said. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me
You
get up.
making mud?
Can you read the directions?
3, wake the hell up.
That's right.
It says
Use
adjust it according to taste.
and then you wake the hell up.
Because you done made mud.
But it is 100% all natural coffee, ultra caffeinated. And it tastes a whole lot better than that frog coffee. That frog coffee had me hopping.
Yeah, there's a YouTuber that lives in I think it's Puerto Rico, and they do their own coffee and stuff.
Yeah.
Got a rooster on front.
And they sent me some of their coffee, and like I said, I stopped drinking coffee because I wasn't supposed to do the caffeine bit and stuff. And I still tried it, and oh man, that was some really good coffee. They go and pick the beans, roast them and everything themselves. They package them there, and then they ship them over here in the United States.
Huh.
And like I said, and they have different blends where they'll blend in certain from different regions and stuff. They don't have none of the ones where they have goats eat them and they
Drop them out.
yeah, nothing like that. But
It ain't like back coffee. But I mean, there's some good coffee out there. I used to be a Maxwell House, you know.
Chock full of nuts was a good one.
I've never heard that. What I drink now is 8 o'clock coffee. Now it's got depending on how you make it, it's got a pretty mellow taste to it. You know, but the way I made it this morning is like colored water.
Oh wow! Only place you can get that now is Amazon.
What's that?
Chock full of nuts.
Chock full of nuts coffee.
Yeah.
Huh. I'm gonna have to try it.
Yeah, I don't see it anywhere else. Where to buy?
See, I wish I could do that on my laptop. But every time I've tried that, it would boot what I'm on off or wouldn't let me on there to begin with. I love chock full of nuts. That was my mom's thing. Man, y'all coming up with some coffee I ain't never heard of. Get New York roasted. I don't know. Sounds like by the looks of it, New York stays roasted.
That's the website. It's chockfullnuts.com.
Yeah.
That's what the can looks like.
Okay. And so that's got a pretty good taste to your knowledge.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Does it say about how much a bag or a can of it runs?
It was $10 for a can on Amazon.
Shit. My damn bag of 8 o'clock coffee was something like $15. Folgers has got a good smell to it, but I don't care that much for the taste.
I was sitting there watching some old commercials. You remember one of those ones that I remember the most out of that was because they had the the Folgers and the Maxwell House and all those um the big commercials what they did,
Yeah.
and then there was Chuck Wagon dog food. You remember that wagon going through the house and the dog going crazy chasing it?
Yeah, going through the under the kitchen table and through the chair.
Yeah.
Who was it? Domino's? I don't think it was Domino's. They had a commercial when this pizza place just started out. And one of them was a delivery guy come through and a piece of the pizza got stuck on, let's say, the porch, okay? He went through the house and around the room or whatever and so forth. Then he set the pizza box on a high chair with the baby still on it or in the high chair. The baby grabs the pizza and the pizza box, and the next thing you've seen is that baby going through the house real fast. And then at the end of it, the baby's laughing. That was the best commercial they come out with.
Yeah. Remember Wendy's?
Where's the beef?
Yeah, that old lady.
Yeah. I remember her. Norelco. Now I'm going back in time on this one. They had a Christmas commercial that I thought was cute and I liked. It was Santa Claus sitting on an electric razor. And you remember that?
Going over the hills and stuff.
Yeah. And
you remember all the Christmas specials and stuff? You had Rudolph and Charlie Brown's Christmas special, and
I was talking to my wife about that last night.
You have to pay for all of
Now you got to pay for it in order to see it. They don't bring it up on regular TV no more.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean,
Frosty the Snowman.
Mm-hmm.
What was that other one? The old Grinch, the cartoon version of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There was a lot of those.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now there was two Frosty the Snowmans. You had Charlie Brown. You had the little drummer boy, which I think I've seen that maybe a total of 3 times before they quit showing it. You had
drummer boy. I always liked that one. Pum.
Yep.
Which I'll probably get a copyright for saying that.
Well, now I don't know how I got onto it, but yesterday I pulled up. Who was it? Scrooge, but it was a cartoon version.
That was still good though. The old one.
Yeah. Mickey Mouse. No, it wasn't Mickey Mouse. Fred Flintstone. I hate to say it. Fred Flintstone.
Oh yeah, I seen that version too. Who was that? Mr. Magoo.
Oh, yeah, the man who couldn't see.
Yeah, he did a Scrooge one too.
No, I've not seen that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember some of the old movies. Miracle on
34th Street.
Yeah.
I like that one.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Jimmy Stewart. That's the one 101 always refers to. Which
I always liked Jimmy Stewart movies.
That's a crying shame. He never got a nomination for nothing he was in. I mean, he got nominated, but he never won nothing.
Are you sure?
I'm thinking it was Jimmy Stewart. The sniffer called out Bare Truth. And let me back up. I want to know what I'm being called out on. Sniffer called me back out because I couldn't find it. But anyway, I mean, come on. When you was a kid, holidays come up, man, you look forward to them cartoons. You know, the Great Pumpkin. Wasn't there one about Thanksgiving also? The Peanuts did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you still there or you froze?
Did you freeze?
I think so. Wait a minute.
Oh, looks like I'm back.
Oh, okay,
I was
okay.
wondering if it was going to come back or not.
I'm sitting there looking at you and I noticed you hadn't blinked.
Yeah, I was sitting there searching something and then it just died.
Thank you,
Oh,
you
he
two.
got a lot of awards there. Jimmy Stewart,
Okay.
Best Actor in 41, Best Actor in 60, Best Actor in 51, Best Actor in 1947, and Best Actor in 1940.
Then there's another one I'm thinking about. And
Yeah.
but anyway, anywho, but like I said, as being a kid, you thoroughly enjoyed the holidays, not because you got trick or treat no, I can't say that about that, but was the cartoons.
Yeah.
The only time you could see cartoons back in my day was on Saturdays.
Yep.
Or
Or after school.
Oh, well,
Hour and a half after school.
well, the way I was in school, I never really got to see many of them. I remember it was the Flintstones, Magoo, not Magoo. The hell's the name of that alien?
Jason's?
No. On Flintstones. Anyway.
I don't know.
Yeah. Times changed. Yes, Lisa, the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Yeah, I remember when my oldest ones at Christmas time coming around watching the Christmas specials with them.
I've never said you.
Weird that they would come on 8, 9 o'clock at night, but
The Ten Commandments usually comes on Christmas.
No, not Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Easter.
Easter, yeah. Easter.
But hey, in my household, 9 o'clock, you in the bed, or you was in the bedroom.
yeah. Well, another one that was Die Hard. Die Hard's considered a Christmas movie.
The only one I recall was the first one.
Yeah, that's the one that's considered a Christmas movie.
Okay.
Even though 2 is in the Christmas too at the airport.
Is that the one with what? The black man. He was a cop on there, but yet he had a show on. He had Steve Urkel was on that show.
Oh, that's he's in 1 and a little bit in 2 and I think 4.
Okay, I'll have to go back and check.
And it's
But
very little spots, but
yeah,
yeah.
but come to find out, his mama lives in North Carolina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
Steve
can't.
Urkel?
Huh?
Steve Urkel?
No, not Steve Urkel.
Who played the father?
Yeah,
No.
but I can't say what city.
Let's. What's everybody's favorite Christmas movie? We'll put it that way.
Mine's got to be Miracle on 34th Street.
I like the It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah. Yeah. I
I
mean,
have come here to chew bubble gum and kick
Lisa
ass.
Anderson's coming back.
And I'm all out of bubble gum.
But I mean, they both good. I prefer the older Christmas
Yeah.
than I had the new ones. They had more of a meaning behind them than they do.
Yeah.
Today. You know.
Yeah, we got White Christmas, Bad Santa, which that's a good comedy. Die Hard, Rudolph, It's a Wonderful Life, It's a Wonderful Life, Frosty the Snowman.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful, and Polar Express is another good one. National Lampoons, yeah. Christmas Carol.
Christmas.
Oh, George C. Scott. Yeah, that was a good one.
Oh, wait a minute. Christmas Story. You'll shoot your eye out.
With the BB gun.
Yeah.
They got another Christmas story out with the little orphan boy.
Yeah, there's two of them out, but the first one was the best.
Yeah, the one where he stuck his tongue on the flagpole.
I ain't seen nothing. I never done it, but I have seen it done.
Yeah. You have to go run, get some hot water and pour on it.
Yeah, tell the person it's steaming hot and everything. And then that way they'll panic a little bit more. Jingle all the way. Well, I know I've seen that one, but I can't place it.
Christmas with the Cranks.
Bloomington, Minnesota.
Yeah, the wife said Christmas with the Cranks.
I watched that today.
Did you?
Christmas Vacation, yeah. Well, those were always good, especially when family comes over.
Oh, that poor cat.
That tangled up in all the lights, huh?
Yeah, and the poor man's pants caught on fire. You know, that's going to happen to me one of these days. My pants going to catch on fire.
Well, let's hope not.
Oh, yeah, Home Alone. I just watched that again.
Yeah, they got 4 of those, I think.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
4 or
1, 2,
5.
3, and 4.
They just had a new one come out. I think last year.
It can't be with the same actors in it.
Oh, no. He's Fame got him.
Yeah. Well, now, Joe Pesci, he's not among us anymore, is he? Didn't he pass a couple of years back?
I don't know.
Because it seemed like I read something or heard something about that. I may be wrong. I'm going to tell you what.
He's still alive.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. He's 79 years old. He was born in New Jersey.
Good God. Wasn't he in Jersey? Wasn't he also in 8 Heads in a Duffel Bag? Or was that somebody else I'm thinking?
I don't know right off.
It was supposed to.
You're probably thinking of Ray. Forgot his last name now.
It ain't Raymond, is it? Everybody loves Raymond.
No.
That guy? Okay.
I can't even say his name now.
I know who you're talking about now when you try to pronounce it.
Yeah, Goodfellas.
Yeah. His face popped up in my mind. I saw 8 heads in a duffel bag when it first come out, and it put me to sleep.
I liked My Cousin Vinny. That was a good one.
I got to go back and watch that one. It's been years since I've seen
Ute. What is a Ute?
it. And what's that other one? Where they was in school, there's a bunch of them. Had something to do about school. And just about everybody in there, it was their first major role. Hey, kitty. 1 minute.
Was their first major role?
Yeah. Oh my God. No, not Kindergarten Cop. We're talking back in the 70s, the movie when it come out.
Oh, you mean with the younger kids, and they all had grease back hair and stuff.
I know the one you're talking about.
Not Grease, but
wait a minute, Breakfast Club. That's it.
Oh no, that wasn't what I was thinking.
Thank you, Trust.
Yeah, there's a movie before that they broke out with.
Yeah. Wait a minute. I gotta say something.
Patrick Swayze was in it.
What was that one? Patrick Swayze was in.
Oh,
Dirty Dancing, Roadhouse.
Dirty Dancing, Roadhouse.
Oh no, this is way before when they were real young. This is trying to think of some of the other ones that was in that. Somebody's knows what I'm talking about.
Patrick Swayze.
Yeah.
Was it The Outsiders? I'll have to look. That sounds familiar.
Yeah, I remember that movie.
Ken.
No, The Outsiders. Didn't he have a brother in that?
Yeah, that's it. Matt Dillon, C. Thomas Howell, Ralph Macchio, Patrick Swayze, Rob Lowe, Tom Cruise, Emilio Estevez. Yeah, that was a packed house right there of
it was.
The famous people now. Well, some of them are.
Oh, it was all of them in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, one of the best ones, I think, was the last person that you said on there. Estevez, or however you pronounce it.
Emilio Estevez. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Martin or Charlie Sheen's brother. Yeah.
Yeah.
Martin Sheen's son.
He played in that Western. You see how big that chicken was? Oh, damn.
That's a Western? You mean Billy the Kid?
No. It was more of a comedy than anything. Yeah, he may have played Billy the Kid in that.
Hey, stop, cat. It was Young Guns.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. Trust. I gotta say something.
That wasn't so much a comedy, though.
Boy, it was when they got a hold of that peyote.
Oh.
Yeah, I do know
a lot of people think that's how Billy Kid never really did die.
Yeah. I don't think he did. I really don't. But then again, everybody's got opinions, you know. Mine is, I think the sheriff helped him because they were such good friends. You know, nobody really seen him get shot. They just heard.
Yeah, I heard about it.
Yeah, heard. Well, the people that were there at the time, they didn't say, what the hell is his name? The sheriff.
Garrett?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody really saw Pat Garrett shoot Billy the Kid. When they come in, Billy the Kid was on the floor. I believe Pat Garrett and the doctor was in on it. I believe he got a new life and a new start. You know, he just got tired of it.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, there's a lot on that there was a new series because I did a lot of back in the day. I did for a project. I did a lot of digging and stuff on it, and the whole thing he didn't want no part of it.
Yeah,
but it kept following him around.
Well,
and
now
there are true bits and stuff. Even the new series. The new series was kind of on par, but then it went way off. The story where he goes in and talks to this bounty hunter and say, you're going after the famous Billy the Kid and this and that. And he says, is that the gun you're going to use? And he said, yes. And he said, can I see it? And he goes and empties the gun and then gives it back to him. And then
he says he's Billy the Kid.
Well, he says, I hear this guy's good looking and this and that. And he said, tells him, kid, get out of here. And then he realizes, and then he pulls his gun on him and Billy shoots him down. And that there was true. Yeah.
I think out of all of them, mine was Jesse James, the person I admired the most.
Yeah.
Well, if really
he was a Southern guy.
That's right. We South take up for one another. But he was forced into it the way I look at it.
Yeah.
Him and his brother both. Because
coming back from the war and then
the railroad and
and the bank.
Yep.
That's why he robbed both of those.
Yep. I mean, the railroad killed his parents while they was working at the other end of the land and everything. And Billy said, he's going after him. And Frank, who had smarts, okay. Now, Jesse, he had the speed. He was faster than Frank, but Frank had the brains. He calmed Jesse down right much, but they ended up getting the person that killed his parents.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, they was forced into that life.
Yeah, let's see if you remember who killed Jesse James.
Yeah, it was a brother.
What was his name?
That I cannot remember, but I know they come over there one morning to eat breakfast, and as he was adjusting the picture, they shot him in the back.
Yeah.
And but later on down the road, the one that shot Jesse James ended up getting shot himself.
Oh yeah, he didn't make it very long.
No, he didn't. What? Something like about a month, if that long?
Huh?
Well, he lived what?
I don't even think it was a month, was it? Well, I haven't seen any. No, it wasn't younger. Most people don't like driving them around.
Damn sure wasn't a Yugo.
No. You could say found on road dead.
He, man,
Oh yeah, V Charm, you got it.
Ford,
Yeah.
Charlie Ford.
I don't think it was a Charlie. I don't think.
I know one of them name was Charlie Ford. I can't remember the other one, but I was thinking Charlie Ford was the one that shot him.
Now I remember Ford, but I can't remember his name. But I don't think it was Charlie.
Damn, now I'm gonna have to. Hell, pull it up. Who shot Jesse James? You know what? Hang on.
Bob Ford.
Bob.
Yep.
Damn. Who shot Lincoln? John Wilkes Booth.
Yep.
That's because John Wilkes Booth was bitten by a vampire. No, Lincoln was bitten by a vampire, and
Yeah, that movie was way out there.
yeah, I know it. I take for granted you've seen the movie too. You know, I thought 101 would be up in here by now.
Oh, he actually he lived for 2 months.
He lived 2 months.
Yep, 3 days. 3 days after the fire on June 8th, 1892, Edward O'Kelly entered Ford's 10 saloon with a shotgun.
That'd do it.
Yeah. Hello, Bob. And yeah, he got both barrels.
Damn. Well, what was it?
It was a lot different back in them days.
Oh, hell yeah. You think it's bad now? No.
Yeah, I was watching that 1883 of
I've seen some of that.
Yellowstone, and they went and attacked the settlers while they were camped out and stuff. And they went back to town, and they went and got the sheriff and told him, "Can you pick out any of these people?" And he said, "Yeah, it was him, and him." And all of a sudden, bam, 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 bam. No questions, just boom.
Well, let me say something here. Wyatt Earp was a famous marshal, okay? But he was one of the slowest marshals. He would come up behind you and pistol whip your ass more than anything. But as many shootouts as that man has been in, he's never been shot.
Mm-hmm.
Not one time. Now, his coat, it was bullet holes going through his coat and everything, but not one hit him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's another one I did a lot of research on.
Wyatt Earp.
Yeah. And he made it to the 1900s.
Now, which one was it? Bat Masterson's the one that comes to mind. He ended up being a disc jockey somewhere up in New York or somewhere up north. I'm wanting to say Bat Masterson.
I don't know.
Become a famous radio announcer. Let me rephrase that in case a lot of people don't know what disc jockey means. But I cannot remember. And he died in 1906 or somewhere along in there.
Well, I know one of the reasons Wyatt Earp was so slow is because he used that
20-pound gun.
That what do they call it, lawmaker or something like that. barrel that thing was like that, and you had to draw it like this.
Peacemaker.
Yeah, peacemaker.
Peacekeeper.
Yeah,
That had what 12-inch barrel on it, wasn't it? Something like
yeah,
that.
something like that. It was a big gun.
But if he had to face you in the street, he didn't face you face to face, let's say. It was like he stood sideways.
Oh well, that's normal. You turn sideways when you. Now, if it's like a normal Colt, they went bam, bam, bam.
Yeah.
And instead of like that type of gun, you don't go and it takes too long.
If I'm not mistaken, the most well-known caliber for bullets back then was a 32 or 36 or something like that. It wasn't a 45 or 38. So it was an off one. But only if you was, let's say, rich or whatever, did you carry a 45.
Did he phrase again? Oh.
No, his lips moving.
Oh.
No, I was reading.
Well, I tell you what, give me a few minutes. I got to step away, and I'm going to mute it this time.
Yeah, I thought those old because I used to love watching the older westerns and stuff. I still do, especially. I know he gets a bad rap because he was a certain way, John Wayne. But I always liked watching his movies, even if it wasn't a western. It was when he was in the Navy or whatnot. I always enjoyed his movies. Yeah, but nowadays he's canceled because the way he was. Yeah, Doc Holliday. I don't know if he was cool or not, but he was good friends to Wyatt Earp. I remember reading a clip that what was her name, Big Nose Kate or something like that. She was mean. She had a mean streak in her. I'll put it that way. They was at a card game and she went behind somebody and done away with them. And that was his shack up, or his. I don't know if they ever got married or not. As far as I remember, when he was ended up in the hospital, she ended up leaving him. Yeah, Clint Eastwood was a good one too.
All right, I'll be back.
Welcome back.
Well, thank you. Trust. I got something to say to you. I do know where the button is. I do know how to use it, but I will not use it. There. I know you know what I'm talking about. So there. I'm going to leave it there. Do you remember Beaver?
You mean?
Leave it to Beaver?
No. I'm going back to the Westerns. Do you remember who Beaver rode with? Little Beaver.
Not right off.
Damn, I was hoping you would. I can't. It'll come to me before the weekend gets here.
Oh, that's cool. Paul Newman, yeah. One of the ones because he always acted like my uncle. I mean, they did the same in the movie where he played that pool shark.
Oh,
the second one with Tom Cruise.
I thought you was talking about the one with Jackie Gleason.
No, that was a good one too. But
Jackie Gleason done all of his pool shooting.
Oh yeah, that's another guy. The Honeymooners.
Yep.
I used to watch that like crazy. I just love watching that old show.
Yeah, we had no choice. We didn't have but 3 or 4 TV channels at the time.
Well, even when I was in the teens, I would watch it.
Oh, what the hell was his name? He went to college.
To the moon, Alice.
Yep. There's another one that come on. Bob Denver was a star of it. And it was before Gilligan's Island. He was a beatnik in this one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Petticoat Junction or something like that, was it?
Oh, God, no. That was the girls.
Dana B. Yep, that was Color of Money. Yeah, that was a good movie.
Now that's got me, because I had it right on the tip of my tongue before I started talking about it.
Yeah, you shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah, it would have come out in the end. Dobie Gillis, that's right. Thank you, Alvin.
Oh, another one I used to like watching is Green Acres is the place to be.
Yeah. I heard the woman who played in that
Zsa Zsa Gabor or something like that.
Yeah, Zsa Zsa Gabor. I was thinking about the other girl, the Gucci girl that slapped that cop in California because he pulled her over.
Oh, who was that?
She always Gucci got man.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, Charo was her name. That's what everybody called her. She got arrested for that too.
Oh yeah, that was big news in the day.
Yeah, it was. But I tell you what, I bet you the cop didn't feel that slap. And I'm trying to be nice about it.
Yeah, Little House on the. You know, I watched Little House on the Prairie the other day just because I was going through channels and seen it. Like, oh, I'll leave it here for a few minutes. What's her name? Ellie.
Do you know?
Has to be an Ellie.
Do you know? Coming up, them two girls were the best of friends. They were friends before they got on Little House on the Prairie.
You mean Ellie and
Laura Ingalls? I think that was her name. No, not Laura.
Mary?
Yeah, Mary. I saw one where Mary just cold cocks Ellie on there. Yeah. I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, those are good shows back in. And it's a shame. A lot of those shows now are what they call canceled.
Gomer Pyle's canceled. They don't bring you back.
For what?
When's the last time you saw one?
Um,
No, you
4 days
don't.
ago.
Really?
Yeah. Well, it was
Yeah.
Andy Griffin where he goes to
The Army?
no, Marines.
Marines. Sorry.
How
Yeah.
do you get that wrong? The Marines.
I don't know why I
Because
said
from the
Army.
halls up. Can't sing anything because I'll get in trouble.
Well, hell, let me
He
sing
had
it.
a really good voice, though.
Oh, he had an awesome voice,
Yeah.
but I did not. The rumors that came out about him ended up being true, but I did not know it at the time. It was many years later.
Oh, I didn't hear anything then.
You never heard that when you was coming up about him and somebody else?
No. Yeah, Mr. Ed, that was another good one.
Mhm.
How about Francis the Talking Mule or the old timers? Hey, you loved them. Ma and Pa Kettle.
Yeah.
I love Mom Paw Kettle.
Yeah, I bet the Lone Ranger is canceled because
Really?
because Tonto.
Mm-hmm.
Now you throwing me on that one because I ain't heard that.
Tonto's an Indian,
Right.
and they'll say we exploited them.
That's bull damn shit.
If you watch it, yeah, because everybody's changing their names now because Washington Redskins,
Football teams are changing. Yeah.
yeah,
Crazy.
baseball and all kinds of stuff because
Stupid.
Alvin Smith, that is one guy, Red Skelton, I really admire because he was the only one that did not use foul language on his shows.
Lassie, and Benji.
But yeah.
The Flipper is another good one.
Perry Mason. Real
Yeah.
McCoys, that's where it is. Amos McCoy. Grandpa McCoy. And he played in a lot of Westerns. And the man Festus that played in Gunsmoke, I
Yeah.
bet a lot of y'all did not know that he sung country and Western. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he sung in one of the episodes.
He was also with a famous group. Matter of fact, do not quote me on this, but before he got big, I want to say he was with the Sons of the Pioneers. Now, I may be wrong with that one. And I cannot remember his real name.
Yeah, you sit there and go to the reservations and stuff. They think it is an honor that they name football teams and streets and stuff after famous Indians or tribes and stuff. They have nothing wrong with it. It's more of what the government does to them is
That's
what
not
they don't
right.
like. And I know how they feel.
Yeah.
Not as bad as they have been treated, but you know what I'm getting at.
Well, anytime the government comes up and says we want to help, just ask an Indian how they helped them. They told them the same damn thing. Hello, Roy Proper. Is
Yeah,
he
they
in here?
get these big areas, and then it gets smaller and smaller and
Smaller.
smaller, and then
Well,
pretty soon they get moved to undesirable,
desert.
yeah. Oh,
Now,
go here in this little spot in Arizona where it never rains and you can't grow anything. There's no animals to hunt.
okay. B. Charman told me I was right. He did sing with the Sons of the Pioneers.
Uh,
Ah, damn. Custard. That man got what he deserved. A lot of people going to say, oh, he was a hero. Bullshit. He was not no hero. And I cannot really get into it, but y'all look it up. What he used to do when the men went on the hunting parties and everything, what he did with the elderly, the women and the children when they rode in. That man really got what he deserved. So what our history taught us now is a bunch of BS.
they don't
Right.
really teach history anymore.
Are you serious?
Not really. Not like they used to.
Man, my God. Hell, I got in trouble because they back in what was it, fifth grade, they told us to do a biography on who our hero was. And I wrote about Jesse James. Got in trouble for it. But I mean, history, but all that, hell, they ain't really teaching you science either. Not the way it's supposed to be taught. They're teaching our youngins
To be.
wrong. I'll put it that way. Okay. They're not teaching them math. They are, let's say, history. Okay. It don't go past 10 years back.
No, they only teach like the high points of certain errors. Like
Shit, when I went to school, I had to learn capitals and
Yeah.
states and all that mess.
yeah.
Memorize the maps.
Look at it like this. What was it, 21 years ago in September? You know, they don't teach them about that. They don't teach them about the space rocket that exploded on takeoff. I wasn't there in person, but I was standing there in front of my TV and I watched it when it happened.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
with the one with the school teacher.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, yeah, that's history. I would love to get up with a person 90 years old, if not older. Pick their brain when they came up, how it was, how bad it was, or whatever. You know.
Yeah. And I was just watching because I tend to do this on certain days of the year, and everybody knows what happened in December. Although I didn't watch anything about Pearl Harbor or anything, I watched Band of Brothers, and I've been watching it here and there to get through the whole series again because I've watched it a lot. And you know that there is nobody from Easy Company left. They're all gone.
Now, do you have the box set? Band of the Hand. I think it was
Band
it.
of the Hand. You mean Band of Brothers?
Yeah, Band of Brothers.
Yeah. Or no, I don't have it. No,
You don't? Do you
I
have
have.
it?
I have it on one disc.
I've got it on CD and VHS.
Yeah, I got it burned on a Blu-ray.
Okay.
When they don't do that anymore though.
Oh hell no! And I bet you the youngest today don't even have no idea what that is. So, but
My uncle heard.
shit, do you remember when VHS players first come out? They was over $1,000.
Oh, I remember the betas,
Yeah, boy, they
the
didn't last
the
long.
smaller
Did
ones. Yeah,
they? Yeah.
yeah. Pacific is another good one, and that didn't get. I mean, Band Brothers was higher ranked and everything, but I still like Pacific.
Tora was
It,
good.
it was a different story and everything.
Yeah.
And I forget the guy's name now, Frank something, the one who won the Congressional Medal of Honor.
Oh hell. Ollie Murphy. The hell was
No,
his name?
no. This
No.
was
I was thinking
in the
about
show, or the series Pacific. He actually picked up his MG and held it with his hand, and you don't do that because you have a glove because it gets hot.
it
And
burned
they
his
didn't
hand.
at that time. They didn't have the handle up top. They had a glove that you wear,
Yeah.
and he stopped at an offensive coming by himself, and he got them, and he wasn't happy. He went back into because he had the free ticket of just being a talk person, you know, buy bonds and this stuff and everything, but he wanted to go back to
Frank
war
Russell.
because he wasn't finished, and he ended up dying over there. I can't remember his name. It is Frank's. Oh, yeah, Frank Russell. Yeah, I just seen it.
Yeah.
I think that's
Now
who it was.
another good one is To Hell and Back with Audie Murphy.
Yeah,
That depicted his life while he was over there.
yeah.
You know.
Got shot in the butt.
But now people like that today, yeah, they don't get the respect that they.
Yeah, you realize those for they got paid $50 a month.
Are you serious?
Yep, and that was the higher paid ones.
To put their life on the line to get shot at, if not dead, $50 a month.
Yeah,
Damn.
they got well. If they died, their family got $10,000 if they could get it out of the government.
Good luck with that shit.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
now
even now today, unfortunately, a kid that works in McDonald's makes more than people going over and serving their country. I won't say fighting for the country because that hasn't been a thing for a while. Now it's oil and treaties and whatever else you want to call it. But still, they are serving our country, and
I want to pull something up.
McDonald's gets paid more.
And McDonald's is shit. I'm
It
sorry.
should not be that way.
Hey,
No.
look, it's Shift Kicker,
I
the
think-
one and only robot that will kick your butt.
I think a person defending their country, getting shot at, deserves a hell of a lot more than what our government is giving them.
Yep.
Simple. You know, I mean,
And look at the time when at Vietnam, when they were coming back from that, they were getting spit at, rocks thrown at them, and
food, yeah. Can't find it.
yeah, they've been people in the military has been treated very bad over the years.
That they have. They really have.
And you could say the same to law enforcement. And yes, there are bad ones, just like there is bad people.
It's the
But
bad.
those are the first ones that usually, except for down in Texas when that thing happened in Texas, usually are the first ones running in to save people.
Okay.
Just think of the thing that happened in September 2001. First responders didn't make it out of that. And they didn't have to go in.
No.
They could have stayed outside waiting for people to come out, tell them to go down the road or something. They went in to save people. And
There's something I want you to look up as soon as I can find it. I'm not going to say what it is right now. I may wait to the back room and tell you. That's a possibility. If I say it, it'll get you a strike. But you need to look it up if you don't already.
Yeah.
And now I can't find it.
Yeah, I don't. Especially now, I've been getting. If you haven't heard, this month alone, it's almost 200 times I've been reported on my channel. Last month it was at double that, so that's a thing I've actually had to be dealing with here lately. And a lot of times they don't tell you this, except for if it's infractions on chat or something like that, or a video or something like that. But I still have friends in
High places
that do stuff for YouTube, and they can actually have access to reports and stuff. And yeah, it's from using a bot that everybody has access to exploiting Jeff.
wrong one.
Yeah. There's over 20 some reports of me exploiting you, by the way, Jeff.
And trust, I do know what a button is, by the way. Okay. It's operation, and I'm going to spell it out in private chat.
Do you mean the game?
No.
I don't know.
Wait a minute. All right. It's operation, and then that name that I put in private. Look it up.
Was it Marvin Gardens? How they said that operation was supposed to be one of the best things to get out of World War II or Germany, or get over the war with Germany and stuff like that.
Okay.
And that was a big failure. That was one of the biggest ones.
Mm.
I remember
Wisconsin butter burger. I got to try one of them.
Butterburgers are really good.
Well, I just found out how to make one today, and I'm going to try
Yeah. Really good.
it.
Especially you get some onions on there too that's been
Yeah.
fried in butter. Ooh.
Yeah, the way they done it was you do the burger in that, and then the onions, and then you got to put a slab of cheese on there too, melt it. They say, and don't put nothing else on it, but they say it one of the best burgers in the world.
Yeah.
All I got to say is he's never been to the South.
Well, I seen one person frying, or I wouldn't call it frying. It was more like boiling
Mhm.
burger in butter.
I ain't never seen that. Now
Yeah.
I will take a hamburger, turn it into a patty, put my seasoning on it, put my onions in it, wrap it up in tin foil, and drop it in a pot of boiling water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, don't knock it if you ain't tried it, but that
Yeah.
will be one of the juiciest burgers you'll taste.
Yeah. There's also where they smash them into a square little pan, and they put it in a steamer. I forget where that's at.
Don't they call it the Wendy's burger?
No,
Little square burgers.
no, it's actually steamed in a steamer, and that thing those were real good. I can't remember where I had that at though. They take these little trays out, and you have that burger and flop it down. Oh, good stuff.
The bad thing about hamburgers nowadays is you can't find a good juicy one. When it's being cooked, everybody smashes the juice out of it, and it's dried.
Yeah,
You know, it. What do they call that? Smash burger? No,
Yeah.
don't give me a smash burger. Give me a good one.
yeah. Well, we're going. It's already 9 o'clock, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. We went over a little bit.
Just a minute or two.
But you going live Thursday?
That's gonna be what, 22nd?
Yeah.
I won't know really about that until it gets closer. My brother's supposed to come up from Georgia this
Yeah,
time.
that's what I was I wasn't sure if I was going to go live Friday or not. I'll have to see.
Yeah,
Just
I'm the
have to
same
look
way.
and see if I'm about Friday or not. It's getting close that time and whatnot. And I'm sure a lot of people will be busy Friday being
With family.
yeah. Not it's Christmas Eve.
Oh, but well, Christmas Eve is Saturday.
No,
Christmas.
I said Christmas Eve.
Oh, okay.
But I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. Hope everybody enjoys their time and stay warm. And hopefully, no power with this storm is lost or anything like that. Everybody stays warm. And if we don't see you, we'll see you after Christmas next Tuesday.
Chef Cooker says she is going live tomorrow morning at 10 a.m.
Okay.
Chef Cooker, if you want to, if it's okay with Bushcraft, drop a link.
Oh yeah, she knows it's okay.
Yeah. Well, you know. All right. If I don't see y'all between now and Christmas, y'all have a Merry Christmas. And like I said, give everybody a hug.
Yep, and if you get coal in your stockings, you have 2023 to get better at it.
Don't broadcast it. The government will fine you for it.